guys, welcome back to Intellectual Literature. This is Gauri. In this video, we are going to continue December 2023 PYQs question number 41 to 45. In previous video, we analyzed questions 1 to 40. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch that first and come back to this video. In this PYQ analysis series, I will not just tell you the correct answer. I will explain why a particular options are wrong and why the correct option is right with clear and detailed explanation. By the end of this video, you will not only understand the ideas tested in these PYQs but have a clear roadmap for writing answer, ready notes too. So let's get started. Our 41st question. Which of the following statements are valid for post-colonial theory and literature? This question is from literary theory. Your options are abrogation, resistance and assertion from the basis of post-colonial thought. Post-colonial theory defines binaries of master and slave, white and black, and colonizer and colonized. Weep Not Child is the first novel in English by an East African writer, Ngugi wa Thiong's. White Sagacity by Jean Royce is based on the experience of colonized African population. Homike Bhabha, Edward W. Said and Gayatri Spivak are important post-colonial thinkers. Choose the correct answer from the options given. Your correct answer is option C. A, C and E are only the correct answers. Let me explain statement-wise analysis. First statement, abrogation, resistance and assertion from the basis of post-colonial thought. That is right. Post-colonial theory often centers around concepts like abrogation or ideology, resistance and assertion of indigenous identity and culture. Abrogation means rejecting the authority of colonial language and norms. Resistance means opposing colonial power and ideology. Ascertain means reclaiming native identity, culture and voices. These are the core idea in post-colonial theory. Option B, post-colonial theory defines binaries of master or slave, white or black, colonizer or colonized. That is totally wrong. Because post-colonial theory challenges rather than defends binaries like master or slave, colonizer or colonized. This theory questions and dismantles binaries. Thinkers like Edward Said and Homike Bhabha argue that such oppositions are constructed with and misleading. Concepts like hybridity, ambivalence and liminality challenge binaries. Post-colonial theory deals with the reading and writing of literature within previously or currently colonized countries, which deals with colonization or colonized people. Option C, Weep Not Child is the first novel in English by an East African writer, Ngugi wa Thiong's. That is the correct answer. This work was published in 1964. Indeed, the first novel in English by Ngugi wa Thiong's and East African writer, a landmark in East African post-colonial literature. White Sagacity is based on the experience of colonized African population. That is totally wrong. Jean Royce White Sagacity is a post-colonial rewriting of Jane Eyre. It focuses on Creole identity, colonial Caribbean society, marginalization of Antoniti Causeway. It is based on the experience of Caribbean populations, not specifically the African population. Option E, Homike Bhabha, Edward W. Said and Gayatri Spivak are important post-colonial thinkers. That is right. Edward Said's Orientalism, this is the most important work. Homike Bhabha's hybridity and mimicry. Gayatri Chakravarti Spivakar's subaltern studies. Can the subaltern speak? They form the core trio of post-colonial theory. There are three figures in post-colonial theory. Other important post-colonial thinkers are Albert Memmi, Wole Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, Franz Fanon, etc. Now move on to next question. This question is from fiction British literature. What among the following is not true about Annie Karenina? The novel was published in 1872. The novel is written in 8 parts. It tells the story of two major characters, Anna and Constantine Levine. The novel is revolutionary in its treatment of women. The correct answer is option A. That is not true. Anna Karenina is a novel by Russian author Leo Tolstoy, first published in this book form in 1878. Written in 8 parts, the novel deals with the themes of betrayal, faith, family, marriage, imperial Russian society and desire. And it tells the story of two major characters, Anna and Constantine Levy. Let me explain the statement-wise analysis. The novel was published in 1872. That is totally wrong. Anna Karenina was published in serial from between 1875 to 1877, with the full version coming out in 1878, not 1872. Next option. The novel is written in 8 parts. That is correct. Leo Tolstoy structured Anna Karenina is divided into 8 sections. It tells the story of two major characters, Anna and Constantine Levine. That is right. The novel beautifully intertwines their lives and explores different aspects of Russian society through their experiences. It runs on 2 parallel narratives. Anna Karenina she means tragic love and social hypocrisy. Constantine Levy, he from moral, spiritual and philosophical quest. The novel is revolutionary in its treatment of women. That is right. Tolstoy's portrayal of Anna's inner struggles with societal expectations, love, desire, marriage, adultery and personal freedom was ahead of its time, offering a social judgment with deep psychological insight into the female experiences. Anna is portrayed as a complex, sympathetic character unusual for the time. Let's move on to 43rd question. Which among the following is not written by sportsman? Not. This is the keyword. This question is from non-fiction prose Indian literature. The options are open and autobiography, unbreakable and autobiography, playing it my way, my autobiography, a country called childhood, a memorial. The correct answer is option D, open and autobiography 2009. This was written by former professional tennis legend Andre Agassi, a sportsman. The book offers a glimpse into Agassi's life and his journey to become a tennis legend. Widely considered one of the best sports autobiographies ever written. Second option, Unbreakable and Autobiography 2019. This was written by a sportsman, Indian great boxer Mary Kom, and sportswoman with help of Dina Serto. She wrote Journey from Manipur to World Boxing titles. Gender bias, poverty and preservation. These are the themes she used. A key text in sports literature and women's empowerment. In her tell-all autobiography, Kom chronicles her love and passion for boxing while recounting her past. Option C, Playing It My Way and Autobiography 2014. This was written by a sportsperson, cricketer, a famous cricketer, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, with the help of Boria Majumdar. This book talks of Tendulkar's childhood, teenage, personal life, discipline, mindset and his long international cricket career of 24 years. And last work, A Country Called Childhood, a Memorial. This was published on 2022. This work not written by a sportsman because this work was written by actress Deepthi Naval. She write about childhood memories, cultural identity, personal and artistic growth. Let's move on to next question, 44th question. Name the poet who has composed the following poems. This question is from Poetry British Literature. Your options are the Divine Image, the Holy Thursday, the Little Boy Lost, the Little Boy Found. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. That was William Shakespeare, William Collins, William Blake, Samuel Johnson. The correct answer is William Blake. These poems are written by Romantic Age poet William Blake. They are all published in his famous poetry collection titled Songs of Innocence in 1789. These poems reflect Blake's themes of innocence, spirituality, childhood and social criticism. A strange thing about him is that he was called mad by his contemporaries for his idiosyncratic views. He is well known for his remark on Milton that Milton was in the devil's party without knowing it, commenting on Milton's portrayal of Satan in Paradise Lost. Why the other options are wrong? William Shakespeare, he was known for plays and sonnets, not these poems. William Collins, an 18th century lyric poet unrelated to these poems. Sam Johnson is an essayist and critics, not a Songs of Innocence. Move on to our 45th question. This is the last question of this video. According to Sigmund Freud, civilization is to some extent the cumulative product of our psychology. Choose the correct option. This question is from literary theory. The purpose of human life is the pursuit of happiness. Man is wholly good. Abolition of private property will remove ill will and hostility among man. Creative art reflects the purpose of human life. Civilization is analogous with the human psyche. The correct answer is option C, A, D and E are only the correct answer. About civilization and its connection to psychology are primarily drawn from civilization and its discontents. That was published in 1930 of Sigmund Freud. Now let's do a statement-wise analysis. The purpose of human life is the pursuit of happiness. That is correct. As a human being, what we do in our life is just to make it happy, nothing else. And we have certain purpose in our life which will be polished by creative art. Freud says humans are driven by the pleasure principle. We constantly seek happiness and avoidance of pain. Through civilization restrict this. This is a core Freudian idea. Freud believed that the pursuit of happiness is central to human existence, influenced by our desires and instincts. Second option, man is only good. That is totally wrong. Freud strongly rejects this idea. He believes human possess aggressive and destructive insights, or that is death instinct or Thanatos. Civilization exists to control these instincts, not because humans are naturally good. Option C, abolition of private property will remove ill will and hostility among men. That is wrong. Freud criticizes this Marxist belief. He argues that aggression is instinctual, not caused only by property or economics. Even without property, hostility would still exist. Option D, creative art reflects the purpose of human life. That is correct. Freud viewed as art as a significant outlet for human expression, allowing individuals to explore and convey deeper psychological truths and desires. Thus, reflecting the pursuit of happiness, Freud views art as sublimation. Repressed desires are transformed into socially acceptable forms. Creative art becomes a way to achieve pleasure and meaning, aligning with human purpose. Civilization is analogous with the human psyche. Freud argued that civilization mirrors the structure and conflicts of the human psyche, especially the struggles between instinctual desires and societal norms. Freud compares civilization to the psyche. ID is instincts, ego is regulation, superego is moral law. Civilization restrains instincts just like the psyche restrains the I. Okay, we done this video. We done the questions 41 to 45 in this video. Literary theory question 2. I think 2 literary theory questions, 1 British literature fiction question, 1 Indian literature non-fiction question, British literature poetry question. Okay, we done these questions. Remaining questions we will continue the next video. I hope you are all found this video helpful. Please do like, share your thoughts in comment section. Let me know. Share this video to your friends who really want this. Do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Gauri from Intellectual Literature.